Ever pondered why political instability seems to be the order of the day in various parts of the world? It's a question that demands more than a simple answer. Political instability, a state where the structures of power are in constant flux, can be triggered by a myriad of factors, from economic crises to social unrest. Yet, its impact reverberates through societies, leaving a trail of uncertainty, disruption, and sometimes opportunity. To understand this phenomenon, we delve deep into the sociological perspectives of functionalism, conflict theory, and symbolic interactionism. Firstly, let's dissect the functionalist perspective and how it informs our understanding of political instability. At the heart of functionalism is the belief that society, much like a living organism, is a complex system where every part contributes to its survival. It's a perspective that emphasizes equilibrium and interconnectivity, where every element, from the smallest social ritual to the largest political institution, plays a vital role in maintaining societal balance. Now, imagine a sudden wave of political instability sweeping across this harmonious landscape. It's like an unexpected storm in a serene ecosystem, disrupting what was once a state of balance. Political instability, through its various forms such as coups, revolutions, or civil unrest, can unsettle societal equilibrium, leading to a period of disorder and uncertainty. However, from a functionalist viewpoint, this isn't necessarily a negative phenomenon. Instead, it's seen as a mechanism that could potentially lead to social change and the restoration of balance. In the face of instability, society is compelled to adapt and evolve, to find new ways to restore harmony. This process may come in the form of policy changes, shifts in power, or even the emergence of new social movements. An interesting aspect of the functionalist perspective is its inherent optimism. Despite the chaos and disruption that political instability brings, functionalists perceive it as a necessary shake-up. It's seen as a chance for society to examine its structures, to identify what's working and what isn't, and to make necessary adjustments. In essence, functionalists view political instability as a societal fever, a sign that something within the system isn't functioning as it should. And much like how a fever in the human body can help fight off infection, political instability, in the eyes of a functionalist, can be a catalyst for societal change. It's a perspective that sees potential growth in the face of disruption, a silver lining amid the chaos. So, from a functionalist's lens, political instability, though disruptive, can be a catalyst for societal change. Next, we dive into the tumultuous waters of conflict theory and its interpretation of political instability. Conflict theory, as some of you may know, is a sociological perspective that emphasizes the role of coercion and power in producing social order. It's a lens that views society as an arena of inequality, generating conflict and social change. In the context of political instability, conflict theory offers a unique perspective. Conflict theorists argue that political instability is not an anomaly, but rather an inherent part of society. They see it as a manifestation of the constant struggle for power and resources that defines human interaction. In this view, society is marked by ongoing conflicts between different groups, be they classes, races, religions, or political factions, all vying for control and influence. Imagine a society where resources are unevenly distributed. The group that controls the most resources often has the most power. This imbalance creates a system that benefits the powerful at the expense of the less powerful. As the less powerful groups strive for a more equitable share of resources, they challenge the status quo, leading to political instability. This struggle for power isn't always a physical or violent one. It can take the form of policy debates, lobbying, or peaceful protests. However, when the system is too rigid to allow for peaceful change, these conflicts can escalate into more volatile forms, leading to political instability. But it's not all doom and gloom. Conflict theorists view political instability not just as a source of turmoil, but also as a catalyst for change. It's a signal that the current system isn't serving all its members equitably, and it's through these periods of instability that societies can evolve and become more inclusive. Political instability, then, is both a symptom and an engine of societal change. It's a reflection of the inherent tension between different groups in society, each with its own interests and agendas. It's a sign of a society's growing pains as it struggles to reconcile these differing interests and move toward a more equitable future. In the conflict theorists' world, political instability is a manifestation of the ongoing power struggles within a society. Finally, we explore the world of symbolic interactionism and its unique perspective on political instability. This sociological perspective is all about the nuances of human interaction. It's about how we derive meaning from symbols and how these interpretations guide our behavior and understanding of the world. Now let's delve into the realm of political instability through the lens of symbolic interactionism. To do so, we must first understand that this perspective views society as a product of everyday social interactions. It's not primarily about large-scale structures or conflicts, but about the micro-level interactions and the symbols that influence them. In the context of political instability, these symbols could be a nation's flag, a political party's emblem, or even the language used by political leaders. These symbols carry significant weight and can influence how people perceive their government and its stability. For instance, let's consider a government's authority. This is not a tangible thing, but a symbolic construct. It's a shared belief, reinforced by symbols like a government building or a leader's speech. If these symbols start to lose their meaning or are interpreted negatively, the perceived authority of the government may diminish, leading to political instability. Similarly, social order, another key concept in symbolic interactionism, can be disrupted when the symbols that uphold it are challenged or changed. A sudden shift in social norms, for instance, can shake the foundations of political stability. These interpretations of symbols aren't universal, though. They can vary greatly from person to person, influenced by factors such as culture, social status, and personal beliefs. This is why symbolic interactionism emphasizes the importance of understanding individual perspectives when studying sociological phenomena like political instability. In essence, symbolic interactionism offers a unique lens to view political instability. It asks us to look beyond the surface and consider the symbolic underpinnings of society and how individuals interpret them. It's not just about the visible conflicts and power struggles, it's about the underlying symbols and interpretations that shape our social world. To a symbolic interactionist, political instability is a complex interplay of symbols and interpretations. In these 7 minutes, we've journeyed through the realms of functionalism, conflict theory, and symbolic interactionism. We've seen how functionalism views political instability as a catalyst for societal change, while conflict theory interprets it as a struggle for power and resources. Symbolic interactionism, on the other hand, explores the meaning of political instability in people's daily lives. Each perspective offers unique insights into political instability, thereby enriching our understanding of this complex sociological phenomenon.